The Oxford Dictionary describes quality as the standard of something as it compares against other things of a similar kind. Essentially, the degree of excellence of something. So how do you know if your target audience is a high quality? That's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome to Down Digi, where we're getting down to the business of digital marketing. I'm your host, Karina Keys, sponsored by Key Media Solutions. So today we want to talk about your target audience and the quality specifically of that target audience. Basically, your MVPs, your most valuable prospects, and your most valuable customers. They are the ones that exhibit the greatest loyalty to your brand. They tend to spend the most with you and are repeat buyers. They trust your team and their recommendations, and they're gonna pay you what you're worth, regardless if that costs more than the competitors. They're the ones that stick by your side, and often the MVPs make up 80% of your total revenues while only demanding 20% of your team's time. Wouldn't it be awesome if you had more of those across your organization? If you could really focus all of your marketing efforts and sales efforts on recruiting those MVP players, imagine the impact that would have on your business. Let's talk about how we can create more of those MVP clients in our organization and get everybody aligned with that vision. So starting, you gotta gather all the information. Pull all of the data that you can about your customers into one location. Everything from past sales histories to email newsletters or information and interactions with your email marketing. Look at how often they show up at trade booths or come visit and talk to your team. Gather insights from your sales team. Put everything together and then create a scorecard. And this sounds a little bit harsh, but rank all your clients based on the qualities that you want them to exhibit, that you think your best customers have, and that all of your customers might exhibit to some extent. Include the tangibles as far as do they pay their bills on time, how long have they been with your organization, but also include some intangibles about how well they treat your team. Do they treat your team with respect? Do they offer referrals and send other clients your way? Are they a good referral source for your organization? Once you have your scorecard developed and you've plotted out all of your customers, and I say all of them, not just the few, you're gonna have a medium score for everybody across the board, but you're also gonna have those that rank higher than the others. Pull those out and really examine those customers. What makes them your top? What makes them your MVPs? Not just the tangibles, but also what are their psychographics? Do they have geographic targeting in common? Is there an industry that they tend to fall within? Look at all of the various pieces and then create your audience persona. Yes, we're creating a person that exemplifies who your customers are. And that person should have a name. They should have a face. They should have clothing. They should be somebody that you would recognize on your sales floor on a consistent basis. Once you've taken the steps and you've developed your persona and you've named them and you've created them and you're really confident that this persona exemplifies your MVPs, now share it. Share that information with your marketing team and say, these are the customers that we want. This is who we want to bring in our door. Share it with your sales team and teach them how to talk to that person. Teach them what questions they have and how to answer those questions. What is their communication style and how do they like to be communicated with? And anybody from customer service to your support tech should understand who that persona is, what their key traits are, and why they're valuable to your organization. And once you get everybody in line, it's like magic that happens within your organization. Now, I recognize that this might be a scary step to take in the beginning because you're gonna go from targeting the masses to really focusing on the few. But those are the few that are gonna have the greatest impact for your organization. I promise you will thank me for it later. Truly, there's recent studies that show that as much as 80% of the content that your team is producing is hitting the wrong people. That means that out of all the work that you're paying to have done and all of the work and time that they're putting into developing content, most of it misses the mark. Once they know who your persona is and they're able to focus in on your persona and create content to your MVP specifically, that number is gonna drop from 80% down to 20%. And you're gonna flip the quality of the clients that you bring in, the happiness of your team, the culture and the interactions, and overall the success of your organization. Thanks for joining us today for Down Digi. I hope you know more than you did 5 minutes ago. And if you have any questions that you would like us to answer, any topics you'd like us to address, Add in the comments below or shoot me a message. We'd be happy to talk about that and create a video specifically to your questions. Until next week, cheers.